Home and Away Spoilers Kirby devastated in body image storyline. Next week on Home and Away in the UK, Kirby is dealt a devastating slight after her advertising campaign for the board shop takes an unexpected turn. Kirby has been spearheading the publicity drive for Manta Ray Boards over the past few weeks. And after bringing in the Contact advertising agency to oversee matters, managed to convince Molly to accompany her in a special photoshoot. The pair were thrilled with the results when they were sent the proofs from the shoot, eagerly selecting the best ones to adorn the new posters for their upcoming Gala day. But when the finished products arrive at the shop next week, Kirby is aghast to find that the agency have manipulated her appearance without their permission. As well as making Kirby appear thinner, they have lightened her skin tone, and also removed her tattoo. The proud daughter of a Cook Islands Maori mum and an Aussie dad, Kirby is disgusted that the agency have attempted to whitewash away her Polynesian heritage, and effectively body shame her to boot. His own image unaltered, Molly is speechless as he takes a closer look, and immediately leaves a message with Contact, asking the campaign manager or photographer to get in touch with him urgently. When the agency eventually get back to Molly, he informs Kirby that all the campaign material is going to be redone with the original photos. Kirby asks if any explanation was given as to why they would alter her appearance, and Molly repeats their claim that it was a deliberate marketing strategy. Research says demographics respond better to this aesthetic. He replies verbatim, clearly unimpressed by their spiel. So in other words, thinner women, with lighter skin, a downcast Kirby responds. The incident is a huge blow to Kirby's confidence, and mars what should be a happy occasion when she later joins her other band members for a rehearsal session in the back garden of the sharehouse. Remy has decided to utilize his recent $5 million windfall, the result of a trust fund set up by his grandmother, to fund Lyric's comeback. But whilst Remy is keen as always, there's been uncertainty from the rest of the band, particularly lead singer Theo, as to whether they're ready to return to the limelight. Hence this practice session, which Remy hopes will reignite that fire within them. Lyric seem on top form as they begin their backyard performance. And after several hours of belting out their many hits, evening has fallen and the group gather for a celebratory selfie. But as Kirby poses alongside Remy, Theo and Eden, she is clearly feeling self-conscious as she tries to force out a natural smile. Whilst Lyric are enjoying their session, it would seem one of the neighbors on Saxon Avenue has had enough of the free concert, and it's not even Lyric's #1 fan, John Palmer. Senior Constable Rose arrives with a colleague in tow to inform the group that there's been a noise complaint. The band reluctantly relocate indoors, but unsurprisingly that isn't enough to muffle the music, leading Rose to return later that evening to shut them down again. The next day, Remy resolves to rehearse in the daytime instead, too simple to rent out a rehearsal space with his millions. But as Eden and Theo take a look at the selfie taken the previous night, hoping to post it on the socials, Kirby balks as she catches sight of herself. Telling the pair she looks terrible, she asks Eden to delete the photo. Theo can see that this is about what happened with the ad agency. And whilst both he and Eden try to assure her that she is perfect as she is, Kirby isn't convinced. It's a professional agency. They know what they're doing, Kirby argues. Theo and Eden's protests are to no avail as Kirby tells them she can't change how she feels. When Kirby heads back inside, the pair know that they can't expect her to rehearse that day, leaving one of them with the unenviable task of telling Remy. With Kirby's confidence in bits, will she ever feel able to perform again? Elsewhere in Summer Bay, Levi is desperate to arrange a romantic getaway with Mackenzie. After Levi suggests that they run away together, Mac has to turn him down, pointing out that she's overworked at Salt since Xander disappeared to Melbourne on his internship. Levi's later persistence in wanting to drag Mac away from work on that specific day only serves to antagonize her, leading him to confide in Molly that he's actually trying to organize a surprise to mark a year since they started dating, which he'll now have to cancel. Viewers will recall that the start of Mac and Levi's romance last year was not without its controversies. Given that Mac was a patient of Levi's, and he was happily married to wife Imogen at the time. As Levi heads off, Molly comments to Mac that she was particularly harsh in shutting Levi down, and lets slip that he was trying to get her out of work in order to celebrate their anniversary. The landmark clearly having slipped her mind, Mac immediately feels bad. She therefore decides to mark the occasion in her own special way. And what better place to do it than where their illicit romance first began? Arriving at the hospital in a suspiciously long trench coat and leopard print heels, Mac knocks on the door of Levi's office and asks if he's going to invite her in. "Can I help you?" he asks as he rises. "I certainly hope so," Mac replies, as she opens her coat to reveal what's underneath. "Happy anniversary, Dr. Fowler." Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.